Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary on YouTube, and the way we're going to do that is with an updated collection video. So yeah, I started my channel on the 5th of March, and I think my first video was actually up the day afterwards. Can't remember, but yeah, I mean, holy crap, it's been a year. And I'm really happy that, we've had a year on YouTube, and it's been a very interesting year on YouTube personally. Like, I've just really enjoyed being on YouTube. And of course, it's been a very nice way to kind of clear my head and do something other than stare at my computer all day and do my, schoolwork, which is what I have to do because I can't go to school physically because of COVID, right? So, yeah, I'm really happy to have joined YouTube, and I'm really happy to have made this channel. And I'm really happy with all the support that you guys have shown me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, let's just jump into the video, and yeah, thank you guys once again for all the support. I really appreciate it. Okay, hello YouTube. So first I'm going to give you an overview of my shelf. So, okay, that's my TBR. This is my oversized stuff as well as some random volumes. And then over here we have the majority of my manga. That's all red, except for Knights of the Zodiac, but I just want to keep it there because I'm never going to read it. And then that's the stuff that I've just finished reading for this month. And then down there we have light novels and then comic books. So let's, I'm not going to show you the covers for everything, but I will at least show you the covers for stuff that is not particularly put away in any way. So first of all, we have Dragon Maid here. And I do apologize for the shaky camera. I'm holding it up and for this, for the motion that we get going on. But yeah, Dragon Maid, which is really fun. I've watched a bit of the anime, and I wanted to pick up the manga, and I'm really excited to read this because hopefully I can finish reading it before the next season comes out, and then I can enjoy the animation of the series that I enjoy, right? So hopefully that works out well, but if it doesn't, oh well. I won't really mind. I'll just watch the anime later. Cutie Honey Go-Go. This is my TBR, so yeah. This is cool. I just picked it up because it's an interesting sci-fi thing, and it's kind of like Magical Girl, but it's not because she's like an android. And it's made by Hideki Anno, or Hideki Anno helped make it, and he's the guy that made Ava, so that's cool. And we have the only Korean thing that I own, which is Solo Leveling. I'm really excited about this. Solo Leveling seems to be like a super hype series. And if this sells really well, hopefully we get Yen on to get some more Korean stuff going on for the West. There's a few other ones, right? Like there's God of High School and Tower of God, right? I think those are webtoons. So hopefully, since they did manage to license both the light novel and the manga, or the manhwa, we can get both of them released as well. So that would be cool. And then we have Juni Tyson, which is, I don't know, I don't know much about it. I just got it because it was made by Nisio Isen, and someone was telling me that it was really good. Although they were talking about the manga, so whatever, it doesn't really matter. I just picked it up because it looks cool, and I wanted a short, easy to read series, this is only one volume, so that's really wonderful. And then the last thing I have up here in my TBR that's important is Lord of Goblins Volume 2. This is an original English light novel, which maybe doesn't count, but I would count it because it's in the style or the kind of like with tropes that are common to, Japanese things. So yeah, that's my TBR. I already like made a video about it, but still. And then up here we have the first manga that I ever bought from the local used bookstore that I still frequent today. I've been going to that used bookstore for over 10 years. And yeah, this is Dragon Ball Volume 1. This is the first manga I bought. Because Dragon Ball is like one of those like series that was like important to me. Like, so I used to live in a house in a different part of town. And then we bought a new house in the place I live now. And in between those two houses, we had to live at a hotel for a while. And I would watch Dragon Ball on YouTube because that's what you did back in the day when I was like 10. Which was, oh shit, like over 12 years ago, I guess. 11 years ago. And yeah, I bought this because I like the anime, so I bought the book. And yeah, the rest is history. So I'm never going to sell this just because it's the first manga that I bought. But I don't know if it's like that special to me. So yeah. Then we have Tite Kubo's Collector's Edition Bleach. is really cool. I got it from Darth Penn. He was doing a giveaway and I won the giveaway, so yeah, there we go. I have Bleach Collector's Edition. This is actually going for a pretty good price, but I'm not going to sell it because my buddy gave it to me. And Dragon Ball Z. I also got this from Darth Penn. This is volume 8 of the Vizbigs. I don't know if I'm going to collect more of it. Obviously I want to, but I don't really love Dragon Ball that much. So I don't know if I want to collect all of the, you know, so yeah, it's kind of expensive. And it's not easy to find them used, so I don't know. Okay, yeah, and then next thing we have is the original Dragon Ball Vizbigs. And yeah, I don't know, like, I just own these because a friend of mine was gonna get rid of them. And so I was like, yeah, I'll buy them off of you for $5 a piece. He was like, yeah, sure, most of these are library copies anyways. So it's not like I'm gonna get that much money off of them. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then Fushigi, pretty cool. I do like this. I don't know if I'll collect more of it, like in this edition. I mean, I think this is the best way to collect it. But Vizbigs are just kind of annoying to read because they're really large. And they kind of like hurt my hands. I don't know, something's wrong with my thumb. And it hurts sometimes, but yeah. Next, All You Need Is Kill. Then Blade of the Immortal. I don't know if I want to keep collecting it in this version. Or if I want to get the big, like, deluxe editions. I'm not really sure. Vinland Saga, really nice. I really do enjoy it. It's very good. But this edition, I just don't like that it's so like flimsy feeling. But that's like a common thing that I dislike, and everyone tells me I'm crazy, but I hate it. It's so boring that it feels like it's not worth being a hardcover if it feels like flimsy paper. And yeah, Drifting Dragons, man, look, Drifting Dragons is wonderful. The art is beautiful, and it's a foodie manga, and it's just really, really good. I recommend it to everyone. And then Rent a Girlfriend, To Your Eternity, which I might get rid of. I haven't decided yet, but this is one of the first manga I picked up like for the channel. It's like in my first manga haul. But like, I don't know if I want to collect more of it. Like I do want to collect more of it, but I don't know when I'll collect more of it. So maybe getting rid of it so I can buy other stuff right now is probably the best bet, but I haven't decided yet, so who knows. Next, Wotakoi, really nice. I really do enjoy Wotakoi. But it is like not that funny. Like it's a comedy series, but it's not very funny to me. I just really enjoy it because it's a very like interesting look at romantic interest between people that are also kind of like nerdy, right? So I just like it for that reason. Dress Up Darling is also really, really nice. I do enjoy it quite a lot, and I've been reading this one called Hokkaido Girls Are Adorable on Jump, or what is it, Manga Plus by Shueisha. And man, it's so good. The art style is similar, and the kind of idea behind it is also pretty similar. I really do enjoy it a lot. And then Beastars, my roommate Tor from university gave these to me for my birthday last year. I really do appreciate it. They're really, really good. Monster, really nice as well. I do want to collect more of it, but like goddamn, I don't know when. But it's one of my collecting goals to finish the series for this year. And then Man and His Cat and Prison School. Prison School is kind of weird for me. Like, I really do enjoy it. It's funny and I really like it, but like, I don't know if I want to collect all of it because, okay, I read 3 books and I really did enjoy it, but it's going to be the same thing because I don't think I'll enjoy it afterwards. Like, if it continues to be the same thing. So someone in the comments let me know, what do you guys think about Prison School? Does it stay the same or does it get progressively better as it goes on? And then the last things on the shelf are these 2 Japanese comics. So this one I got from my buddy Robert. He gave it to me when he went to Japan last year. And then this one I bought at Kinokuniya recently. And the reason I bought these is because, well, the reason I got this was from my buddy. But basically, I came up with this idea that I want to actually collect the first volumes of Japanese manga of series that really mean a lot to me. So My Hero Academia means a lot to me because it's one of the series that got me back into manga after, you know, I took a break from manga and anime and stuff. After, like, during high school, and then it lasted through most of university until, like, last year. And I got back into it, and, you know, My Hero is one of the anime series that got me back into it. And then Kaiju number 8 is just, like, a beautiful series that I'm really loving. And it's kind of been defining for my channel because, you know, I've been doing chapter reviews for it since it's come out. So, yeah, the other 2 I want to collect are Naruto, obviously, because Naruto is, like, huge to me. And what's the other one that I want to collect? Eden Zero, because I love Eden Zero. But I don't know, I might have to track down a one of those collector's editions. So, yeah, there you go. That's the first shelf. Oh, my God, this is going to take forever. Okay, shelf 2. You know, holding my phone is actually quite annoying, but I'll do it for you guys, for the views, right? Okay, so this is what I've currently read for this month. So the first one is Eden Zero, or this is actually the one I read last night. And by the way, follow me on Instagram for pictures of books that I finish reading throughout the month, and some like quick, easy notes beforehand, you know, before I make a review. Oh, sorry, that was my chair. Okay, so yeah, Eden Zero. Look, Mashima fumbled the ball a little bit with Fairy Tail, I'm not gonna lie, but Fairy Tail is still wonderful. I've been rewatching the anime right now, and holy crap, I've never cried in like I never cried during, you know, anime and television and stuff, but Fairy Tail has like been getting me almost to cry, and I don't like it. Like I love it because it's like, oh my god, Fairy Tail is just like so wonderful. It's such a fun story about family and like overcoming these odds through the power of your love for your family. But I mean, I can agree that, you know, he fumbled the ball a little bit by not planning it out. But Eden Zero is like all of that, plus he planned it out, plus he has a bit of a darker tone, and it's just wonderful. And this is Best Girl. She's Witch, and she kind of she's like one of the members of the Eden Zero crew. She's the Eden Zero Shining Star number 4, and she's just wonderful. I really love her so much. And yeah, Eden Zero is wonderful. You guys should definitely read it. Now, Olympus. This one's interesting. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it's very interesting in, like, concept. It's about this god, Apollo, that's bored. And so he just, like, kidnaps Ganymede, which is, like, one of Zeus's lovers in mythology. Although he was a boy. So, yeah, Greeks love their homoerotic stuff. So, what can you do, right? And basically, it's like the god is trying to figure out why he's bored and what life means because he's bored. And we see, like, Apollo through the eyes of Ganymede, as well as Ganymede through the eyes of Apollo. It's a very interesting kind of thing. But it feels like it's a manga that's trying to set up a thought process in your brain, but it doesn't actually tell you where to start in terms of the thought process. So it's, like, weird, right? It's, like, something that tries to be philosophical and kind of get you to think about stuff, but it never actually tells you, hey, this is where you should start. So it's kind of interesting. I did like it, but, like, I don't know. I don't want to say it felt pretentious because it didn't, but like, it's kind of like that. Like it's something that tried to say something that got you thinking, but didn't actually tell you anything that was all that substantial, if that makes sense, which is like how a lot of pretentious people talk in my mind. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but who knows, right? I have to actually think about this more before I review it. Then Fire Force, really nice. I really did enjoy this. My buddy Robert was nagging me about it forever, and I'm really happy I picked it up thanks to him. I really do appreciate it because, you know, Atsushi Okubo is a wonderful mangaka. He did Soul Eater. Soul Eater was a wonderful anime back in the youth of my time, or my time's youth, whatever you want to call it. And I really like how he's evolved from then. Like, the art style is so much better. The female characters look so wonderful. The male characters look a lot more imposing. The backgrounds are wonderful in Fire Force. So good. I really do enjoy it. It's very good. And then Komi. I borrowed this from my buddy Robert again. And look, man, Komi is just wonderful. I love it so much. Komi is a wonderful, beautiful, just like nostalgia-inducing, lovely story about this girl and this kid and their friends, and I just love it so much. Komi is beautiful. I do want to collect it, but I also don't, because it's like I love Komi and I'm gonna want to buy every volume, but like it's gonna take up so much damn space. Like, what do I do? But I don't know. I just, because look, the thing with rom-coms and like slice of life is you read it once and you'll probably read it once or twice again, but like at a certain point, the story doesn't really offer that much because it just continues to do the same thing over and over again without a proper conclusion, because as soon as you do get some sort of conclusion, the story ends, right? So it's kind of difficult to balance, but I hope that it does well. And right now it's at 20 volumes. How do you have 20 volumes of a girl just chilling with her friends? Like, that's crazy. Like, it's got to be bad at one point, right? Like, it was starting to get a little bit rough to read at around volume 9. But then they introduced volume 10 with Makabi, I think that was her name, like the gal character. And then it like kind of reinvigorated the series a little bit. But how long can you do that, right? So that's why I don't really want to collect Komi physically, but I'll borrow it from my friend anytime he has a volume. So there you go. And then the last one I read was Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. So this was a really fun one. It's just like really cute. It's this girl that's kidnapped by the Demon King, and the Demon King makes her live in his palace. And it's not like romantic or anything. It's just her trying to figure out how to best go about sleeping nicely through the night. And she like basically goes through all of the monsters and figures out different things and like steals artifacts and stuff. And she just kind of like is looking for the best way to sleep. But she ruins all of the plans of the Demon King, and she isn't afraid of being in the Demon Castle or anything like that. It's just really fun. I really do like the art. It's very, very cute. And just a fun, like, slice of life story. However, I don't know if I'm going to collect more for the same reason that Komi Can't Communicate isn't something I necessarily want to collect a lot of. Just because it's like, at what point am I going to get bored of the series, and how bittersweet is it going to be that it kind of like ends for me, right? So, I don't know. I'll probably collect a few more volumes of it and then decide. But for now, this first volume was wonderful and I really did enjoy it. And I've read a series similar to this on Manga Plus again by Shueisha. They have this series called "'Tis Time for Torture, Princess." And it's very similar. It kind of has like the same idea, but that one's more like food related versus this one being more like being a neat kind of thing. I really did enjoy that one as well. I'm going to do a video for both of them at some point. But yeah, man. These are just really cute, really enjoyable stories. I definitely recommend reading them. And then, yeah, so Witchblade, Takeru. This one is a 2-volume series. It's just kind of like, okay, someone at, was it Aspen or Image? I can't remember. Whoever did Witchblade originally was like, hey, we have this story, and Japanese people probably like stories like these. Can you guys make a story for us? Or like, can you guys draw it for us? And then, you know, Japan was like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And then they released it here in English. There's also a comic book version, but I picked up the manga version just for collection's sake. I didn't think it was that good of a story, but I'm not going to sell it just yet. Then Eden 0, 1 through 8, wonderful stuff. I really do enjoy it, and I just love how the spines look. It's just very colorful. I really do like the yellow and the orange, because we don't get really that many yellow and orange covers. But everything else is just really good. You guys see that? Look. Very, very nice. I just love all the characters. And yeah, then Fairy Tail. So I've been thinking about getting rid of these. One, because these are kind of old. This one is good, but these two are like used library copies. And they're also kind of like messed up. Like if you guys can see that, there's like a huge gap there where they're like cut shorter than everything else. And I just don't like it. And I want to pick up the box sets because that's just a more economic way to pick it up. So I haven't decided what to do with that, but yeah. And then we have Mashima Heroes. This is a wonderful kind of like crossover story between all three of Mashima's big series. And I just really like it. It's very fun. It's a good read. It's really enjoyable. Just really easy to read, and a fun little action one-shot volume kind of thing. Cool stuff. Inspector, that's a really good one too. But I don't really think I'm going to collect more of it. I'll probably give it another read and then decide. But yeah, same with LDK. LDK was a good shoujo, but like by the end of it, I was not that interested in figuring out more about it. So I'm not going to spend, you know, however long it does to track down all the other volumes for it. So I'm just not going to read it. I'll probably read it again, decide, and then, you know, get rid of it. Sailor Moon was fun, though. I did have a lot of problems with the female characters, just because they were so boring, but, like, whatever. It's a product of its time. Okay, and, yeah, Sailor Moon. I do want to collect the rest of it, just because it's a classic. And I might switch to the Eternal editions, but I'm not sure, because those are really expensive. And, yeah, 7 Deadly Sins and Waiting for Spring. I don't really have that much to say about them. 7 Deadly Sins was fun. I watched the first season of the anime with my friends in college the first year. Was fun. Happy to pick it up. And then Waiting for Spring was nice. I really do like the girl with a lot of male friends kind of thing that they have going on. Really enjoyable. Okay, then let's start with the Viz stuff. As you guys can see, I kind of have it like Bandai, and then Kodansha, and then Viz. So it's kind of like alphabetical. And then within that, it's also alphabetical going up, right? So yeah, Bakuman, really interesting. I really do want to collect the rest of it, but maybe get the box set. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided. Black Clover, wonderful series. I got these through a trade because otherwise I wouldn't have bought them. I would have just read them on the app. Really love it. The art is really nice. The way, yeah, like man, it's just Black Clover is wonderful. It's like if Naruto and Fairy Tail had a love child that neither of them want to admit is theirs. And then the art style was a little bit more sharp. And I just love it so much. It's wonderful. I love Black Clover so much. It's like top tier. Really, really good stuff. If you want to use like the dumb lingo that people on Twitter use, it's the best new gen manga, okay, man? It's the top 3 best contender for next big 3, okay? And Bleach, yeah. Look, Bleach is a very fun book, and I really do enjoy it. But like, dude, why are there so many volumes? But I mean, the same thing for Naruto and One Piece. It's just like, goddamn, why? But yeah, look, I'm just gonna keep collecting it this way. But right now, not right now, because I just want to collect other stuff that isn't the big 3. And honestly, just Viz in general is not something I want to collect, except for like the shoujo stuff or the stuff from Shonen Sunday, which is like that one. Because I can just read most of the Shonen Jump stuff on the app. And yeah, Daytime Shooting Star, very good shoujo. I really do enjoy this one. The character here is very nice. She's like very wonderfully refreshing in the sense that like she's really earnest and gentle and like just wants to be friends. And doesn't like getting taken advantage of, but she's very like passive. I don't know, I just really like her. She makes like dead fish eyes really often, and it's so funny. Food Wars is really good as well. I really do enjoy it. I love food. Food Wars is a very fun kind of like comedy, also kind of like harem-y, ecchi kind of thing, which is really cool. It's just a really interesting concept. But again, it's one of those like I'll just read on the Shonen Jump app. Then we have Knights of the Zodiac. Now, I got this because it was really cheap, but I'm going to collect these in Spanish because those have nice collector's editions. And it's fucking impossible to find them in English, so I'm just not going to deal with it. Next is Magi. I want to get more of it, but I haven't just found the desire to buy more. So I will do it eventually, though. My Hero Academia, again, wonderful series. One of the first things I bought for the channel and for myself, honestly. I mean, just like, this was January 2020, I think. I bought it at a Walmart for $6, which is great. Then Naruto. Those are all the volumes of Naruto I have. I actually have volume 45, but it's like beat up, so I put it in the to sell pile. Then One Piece. Look, these are probably gonna go as well because I really enjoyed One Piece, and I do want to read more of it, and I'm just gonna read it on the app because buying One Piece physically is like dedicating a whole shelf, like a whole bookshelf to it, not like a shelf, like the whole thing, all 5 shelves of the bookshelf dedicated to One Piece. That's way too much. I'm just gonna read it online. I don't care. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of these so I can have more space for other stuff. Prince Freya, wonderful. Really did enjoy it. I really like the female character in here. She's like really gentle and really earnest, and I really like how she tries really hard to be the person she needs to be for the sake of her people. Really love it. Radiant, really cool. And it's made by a French mangaka. And then Requiem of a Rose King, man. Wonderful, wonderful story. I really do like it. It's like very epic feeling, but it's also very historical. It's kind of like Vikings or like Last Kingdom. That kind of like really old school, medieval, like vaguely magical, but mostly real life kind of thing. Very, very good. Rosario Vampire is also very fun. Really do enjoy it. And the art sounds a little weak, I'm not gonna lie. Or like it's good, but it's not as great as other shonen stuff. But the story is really fun. It's kind of like a rom-com thing in the vein of like Comey. It's like a very average guy surrounded by a bunch of crazy wackos, and then he still makes it work for him, and you know he gets the girl in the end, I guess. Then Samurai 8. I bought this because it was Masashi Kishimoto, and he's one of my favorite mangaka. Although I do admit that his female characters all suck, like pretty badly. I mean, Tsunade and what's her name, Hinata are probably the only good ones. Every other female character sucks in Naruto. And he kind of evades the whole thing in Samurai 8 by making it like only men fight, women are princesses. And yeah, it's actually kind of shitty how he does that. But like, look, you gotta respect the man for writing good male characters, at least. And for having a good story and for having like this really interesting world, at least in the first half of Naruto. You know, near the end of Naruto, not gonna lie, it did suck. And there's like really random ass pulling. With like Hashirama cells and like Kaguya and shit. She just comes out of nowhere, but whatever. This is like the continuation of the idea that Kaguya was, which is like space bad guys. and Space Samurai / Ninja. So there you go. There's only 5 volumes, so you could probably read it really quickly. Do want to buy all of it just because I like Mashima, but not sure. And then Skip Beat, also very good. It's kind of very like Japanese girl moves to the city, finds out her boyfriend doesn't really love her, and then goes all Carrie Underwood. But instead of destroying his car, she destroys his career. Very, very cool. I really do enjoy it. It's a very interesting story, and I do want to see how it pans out because she like doesn't have a passion for being a talento, which is like a all-arounder idol, but she's gonna do her best to kind of do that so she can, you know, one up the guy. It's a very interesting kind of revenge story, and I'm just really excited to read more of it. Next is Moteki, which is interesting. I enjoyed it, and I might give it another read, but it's not like a great story. It ends up being where like it's just all the characters are shit. Like they're all just horrible people, and I don't like any of them. But the story was still interesting enough that I wanted to continue to read it. So yeah, there you go. Let me show you the covers though, so you guys can see. The art style is also kind of weird. Like it's like nice, but sometimes the proportions of the characters look really odd. So yeah, that's it for that one. And then we got to the small shelf. So we have Dark Horse, which honestly should go at the beginning of the thing, but you know the sizes are different, so I'm just not gonna do that. And then we have Dream Sun. Okay, wait, actually I want to talk about Gantz. So basically, if you want to know something about Gantz, just check out my boy Prom G. He'll tell you all about it. But in general, it's just a very fun, kind of interesting, really hardcore, really gory, kind of vaguely, oh, actually not vaguely, like very sexual story set in modern Japan, but it's also kind of like Men in Black, but like you got to kill all the aliens instead of just like make people forget about them. It's very cool. Really do enjoy it. And they have some really sick power suits, which is wonderful. Dreaming Sun by in the 7 Seas section is wonderful. Dreaming Sun is just a really cute story. I want to read more of it, but like I don't know when I'll buy more of it. So yeah, Golden Time, mid-tier. I didn't really like it that much, which is kind of sad because I really do like Toradora. It's written by the same person, but Golden Time is just kind of like lame. Like the main female character, you know, the one that you're supposed to root for in rom-coms is just not enjoyable. She's just like this horrible person that doesn't take anyone into account but herself, and she wants everyone to like adhere to what she wants, and I just don't like it. It's too shitty. And then Nirvana, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a modern version of Sailor Moon in the sense that it's like a magical girl thing, but it's not that similar. It's actually really cool though. Kind of reminds me of Lucy from Fairy Tail, where she kind of like takes on the aspects of her familiars at one point, or like her gates. No, what are they called? Her celestial spirits, and makes like armor out of them. It's kind of like that, but like the spirits are more like Indian inspired, which is cool. And then Demon Lord on the Floor. This is also one of the earliest things that I bought. And this one is kind of like, well, I don't know how to call it. Like, it's just about this demon girl who is kind of like a lolly, but is actually like, just because she doesn't have enough mana, so she just turns kind of chibi. And she like moves to this like place, and there's a teenage guy that's the chef. Well, I don't know if he's a teenage guy because he never goes to school, but like, I think he's an adult. And she moves in, and she requires that he make her that stuff all the time. And it's just really funny. It's a very fun, kind of like enjoyable slice of life. It's very funny. There's a lot of good moments. It's just really enjoyable. And there's also a lot of really wholesome aspects here. Of course, there's a little bit of ecchi here and there just to keep it, you know, interesting. But overall, really wonderful story. I do recommend it to everyone. You know, just get over the fact that the main character kind of looks like a lolly all the time. But, you know, when she gets, like, ecchied up, she's not a lolly. She's, like, a grown-ass woman. Let me see if I can find it, actually. See? She's a grown woman. She's not a lolly when she's getting ecchied up. So, there you go. But, yeah, it's just, like, a really dumb concept to kind of make it, like, not shitty when they like, do ecchi stuff. But the story is really wholesome. I recommend it. And then, down here, finally, the light novels. It's going to be kind of hard to do. Let me see if I can change the angle. Okay, there you go. So, yeah. Full Metal Alchemist. Or, not Full Metal Alchemist. Holy shit. Full Metal Panic. Really good. I really do enjoy it. It's one of the few sci-fi stories that we have available to us right now. And I hope we get more. I think we have one coming in from Yen Press, but I don't know when. Eminence of Shadow, really funny concept. Really do enjoy the whole kind of like chuny. Turns out that he's not so chuny because it's real. Really fun. And then, yeah, like Occultic 9, really fun, really interesting, kind of like urban fantasy. Toradora, really nice. I really do want to read more of it. I probably will buy the rest of the series. I have the second volume as well, so I'll read that soon. 86, holy crap. One of the best light novels I've read. And I think this was the second best light novel last year. Super good. Super really interesting sci-fi, kind of like mecha-based series. Really good stuff. Mom Isekai, what can I say? I love her. That's all I can say. I love her. And then we have Goblin Slayer, right? So Goblin Slayer is really good. I really did enjoy it as well. I love the end of this first volume. Just the fact that he has to like go in and require like help, ask people for help is so good. I really love his character development and the fact that, you know, you can interact with these characters and like really enjoy them even if they don't have names. It's really good. It's really interesting writing. High School Dxd, I mean, dude, what can I say about High School Dxd? It's High School Dxd. There's nothing else to say. It's just like big T demons and cute girls. That's all there is. And then this one's like Found Family, the book, and a lot of like sapphic undertones, like female, like Yuri stuff. It's like Yuri bait because it's not really Yuri, but it kind of like tells you that it could be. Really fun. I really do enjoy it. It's just really cute. And then, okay, dude, if Harry Potter had really dark magic and badass swords, that's what this is. And I love it so much. It's so good. I actually don't know why it hasn't gotten popular. I think it's just because it doesn't have an anime yet, so people haven't like heard about it that much. But look, Right Into the Seven Spellblades, best light novel there is in terms of like magic school. Just pick it up, man. It's really, really good. I hope you guys really do pick it up because it's like one of those series that's gonna be that could blow up and like actually make light novels like get represented in the mainstream as long as we let it, because it's just so good and so similar to Harry Potter, and it kind of captures that mysticism that Harry Potter has and that kind of like, you know, beautiful kind of fantasy thing but also is really like a lot darker and more like crazy, and deals with the fact that, you know, magic, that much power could actually like make you go crazy. Really, really good stuff. I really do enjoy it quite a bit. And then Spider Soul, what, dude? Oh my god, I love her so much. Kumoko is hilarious. Dude, this is really, really funny. Really do enjoy it. Definitely recommend this one as well. Then we have Devil's a Part-Timer, which is really good as well, but I'm too lazy to pick it up now. And then we have Kizumonogatari. Is that upside down? No, it's not upside down. Infinite Dendrogram Volume 2. I need to get Volume 1, but Infinite Dendrogram is also really, really good. It's kind of like SAO, but better, in my opinion, and I really do enjoy it. And, yeah, a bunch of Shield Hero. And, man, Shield Hero really, really grinds my gears, man. I don't know if I like it or if I hate it, because I love it as soon, you know, I love it while Naofumi's in charge, but as soon as the heroes show up, I fucking hate it. It's horrible. I need to make up my mind about it, but, like, goddamn, it's just so annoying. And then we have some OELNs. So we have Gary Hines, Integrity of the Super Club. Really fun, really funky story. I really did enjoy this one as well. Then Lord of Goblins. This is the first edition. We have a new edition come out soon. Well, it just came out, and I have a video plan for it to show you the differences between them. But yeah, and then we have Isekai Monster Volume 1. This one was a really interesting concept. The execution of the writing, though, was pretty poor, though. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, let's move on to the TBR shelf. So yeah, I'm just going to skip this because it's not really that relevant. Okay, yeah, so my Tbr shelf is like this little shelf in the corner of my room. So hopefully you guys don't mind too much. But yeah, Black Clover 20 and 21. My buddy Reki, or Josh, had these, and he didn't want them anymore because he was like not collecting manga anymore because light novels are better, and he also needed money for Gunpla, so there you go. He gave them to me, or he traded them to me, as well as the other Black Clover volumes. So yeah, now I have to buy all the way up to 19. And then we have Nisekoi Volume 1, Kuma Kuma Bear. I'm really excited about this one. I really like the size of light novel as well. I think it's wonderful, but the price is fucking huge. $14 for a little book, it's not good. But whatever. They can do whatever they want, I guess. People are still gonna buy it. Dirty Pair. Okay, look, this is a TNA book, okay? This is a TNA comic, and I am not ashamed of it. I just want to pick it up because it looks fun, and it's a sci-fi story, and there's not that much sci-fi manga. There you go. Dragon Goes House Hunting. This one just is dumb, but I want to read it, and it was $4 last time I went to BAM, so there you go. Arpeggio Blue Steel, Gigant. I'm really excited to get into Gigant, but I'm going to do that in May. Gigant's Volume 3. Lost Stars. And then a bunch of light novels. And then Ojojojo. This one is by the same guy that the Dragon made, but it's kind of like a regular, you know, actual human kind of thing. And just having like a romantic comedy thing. And then Division Maneuver, which is like Ender's Game, but tits. And then My Dress Up Darling and a bunch of 7 C's. Or 7 Deadly Sins. Sorry, there you go. And then down here we got Monster Girl Doctor 2 and 3. Ryoko, Chobits, Yamato. And then Tamere, or Tamere, I don't know how to say the name of that book. But that's an OELN. And a bunch of comic books. So yeah, that's the whole thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys soon.